So it is ridiculously late, I am aware. However, I do believe that I want to kind of do this video, or this live stream at least. Kind of just talk about the state that Fortnite is in right now, and my thought personally is still at least 75% still enjoyable. Right? Still play with my friends. We don't always get the win, but it's not always about getting the win for us. We mostly just either try to play for memes or try to enjoy ourselves or something. So that's one of the things that we do, right? Aside from that, Xbandi, what's up? Tyson, what's up? Alright, so basically I won't be playing Fortnite. I'm just basically going to be discussing what I think is wrong with Fortnite as a game right now. Isn't the servers down because of the update? No, not yet. The servers will be down for us at about 2 o'clock our time. Alright? So, Fortnite has three main problems right now. Right? Three main problems wrong with Fortnite right now. So problem number one is technicality. Fortnite has Fortnite has technical problems. There are technical limitations that affect Fortnite. Alright, so Eastern. Servers will go down it's almost 12 o'clock here, which means we'll be down in about 2 hours and 9 minutes minus from what where I'm speaking now. Alright, cool. So that's problem number one with Fortnite, is the technicalities, and from a technical standpoint, the engine isn't as good as it should have been. The servers are a bit laggy sometimes, and the game itself sometimes feels like it's falling apart. Inconsistency, ping issues, etc., etc. So that's one of the problems with Fortnite. That is a problem that a lot of people have complained about, and I can understand that one, including people who complain about controller players on PC having an advantage over everybody else. The reason why I do not agree with those people who are complaining about the controller players on PC, like, I understand how unfair the aim feels. However, we are talking about us as and item switching. We still have to tap probably the same buttons, which are usually our top triggers. We have to tap those buttons maybe 2 or 3 times to switch between weapons that we need to switch between. So that puts that at a disadvantage compared to scroll wheel reset and having dedicated keybinds for specific items and building pieces. That was why when Builder Pro came out, it was such a huge thing for controller players, because that was the closest we got to a PC building experience. So with that out of the way, now let's talk about the second problem with Fortnite, which is basically the overall feel of the game and the content. There isn't enough content in Fortnite right now, which is understandable. The season just kind of started. We're just starting a new chapter. They want to start off slow and then gradually crank things up. They don't want to start the season too crazy and then there's not enough going on. I remember when season 9 came out, and I told people that season 9 was going to be a good season, and it was a good season. And then came season X, which I told people season X I made a video called The Best Failed Fortnite Season, because it was one of the best Fortnite seasons that were given to us, but it was a failure because of the mechs. Firstly, let's get into the issue of season 9. Season 9's issue a lot of people had was the fort bites. There was so much going on in the game. We got the burst SMG. We also got, what else did we get that season? We got the burst SMG. We got a new tilted. We also got Mega Mall as well. There were a few items that added. I believe the infantry rifle came out. No, it didn't come out in that season, but the infantry rifle came back in that season. Also, we had I believe the 14 Days of Summer also came out during that season. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then finally, we also got the combat shotgun, which is a new shotgun, really OP, but it was new and it was cool. It was nice to use. And we also got the tactical AR, which was a nice hybrid AR SMG kind of weapon, which was a really nice weapon. It was new, it was interesting, and it was fun to use. We also got some the John Wick collaboration, which was a nice collaboration as well. We got a few things. We got a few nice things in season 9, right? We also got the unvaulting in season 9 as well, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But seasons, putting them into one. So they got an A+ right there for skins. Then there was the season itself. There was the item that absolutely no one who played Fortnite in Chapter 1, Season 10 could forget. We got the mechs. Mechs were a terrible idea, but we got them regardless. I know we can't see anything, but this isn't a viewing stream. This is just a listening stream, guys. So I know it's black screen right now, but I'm just talking. So hear me out. Right? Yeah, I'm aware that it's black. I just want to get my opinions across. So I'm just going to be talking. There won't be any gameplay, so I'll just be talking. So it's not a big deal. Season X. We got the mechs. They removed impulses. I think they vaulted launch pads. I can't remember. I think. Right? We got. I think we got shadow grenades. I'm not sure. But there were a few things that happened in Season X. In Season 9, we got Fort Bites. In Season 10, at the tail end of the season, they started to unvault a lot of stuff. A lot of weapons were in that season. The season got really crazy really fast. There was so much stuff happening in Season X, aside from challenges, that you couldn't even keep up with what was going on in Season X. It was just that crazy. People complained because they said that the game felt crowded, and I understand that the game did feel crowded. Yeah, it did feel crowded. But at the end of the day, there were a lot of stuff. There were a lot of stuff that could make content. We got more content than we can actually use. That was the thing with Season X. This season, we don't get that much content. Slowly, things were added. Game started, we had all of our basic weapons, and then eventually, things changed. They vaulted gray versions of the sniper rifle. They vaulted gray versions of the sniper rifle. Hey, Killer Jordan, what's up? Welcome to the stream. They vaulted gray versions of sniper rifle. I think there was a different version of the rocket launcher. There was a gray version too. I think they vaulted that as well. So there was a gray and a green version of the rocket launcher. I think they vaulted both of them. No, I think the green one was still in there. Right, they vaulted those. The first item we got added was the harpoon gun, and then after the harpoon gun, what did we get after the harpoon gun? Did we get proximity mines? Was it proximity mines? I'm not sure. But I remember we got the harpoon gun. The harpoon gun was like pretty much the first thing that we got. And then I'm pretty sure it was proximity mines that we got afterwards. And then later we got C4, and we got C4 in this season, I believe, and then we got a crash pads recently. Oh, launch pads actually came back at one point in time too, right? Launch pads got faulted at the beginning of the season, right? Then they added mobilities. We got the helicopter, right? So right there's not a lot going on in this season. So content is one of the problems that is happening in this season. However, whenever something happens, whenever there's a new update, you go on Google. Oh, crash pads, cool, thanks much, right? However, when you do go on YouTube and you go into the gaming trending section, for example, tonight is an update night. The game updates in about 2 hours. And I guarantee you tomorrow when you wake up, you go on YouTube and you go to YouTube Gaming and you look what the top 5 videos in YouTube Gaming are. I guarantee you it's going to be Fortnite videos. Whether it's Laserbeam, Lachlan, Muselk, Mr. Fresh Asian, or one of those persons who normally does memes. Maybe it's Ninja, maybe it's Ali, but it's going to be a Fortnite YouTuber. Trust me. So that's one of the things. So when the game does update, it does get interesting. So I believe that Fortnite is going to be on a slow pace between Chapter 2, Seasons 1 to 4. Season 5 it's going to pick up a bit the same way it did in Chapter 1. Then Season 6 is going to be a bit crazy, bleeding into Season 7 where it's going to tone down a little bit. Season 8 is going to kind of kick it up again. Season 9 is going to start getting crazy again. And then Season 10 is going to get ridiculously crazy all over again. And then we're going to go to Chapter 3. as they would. So again, that's problem number 2. Lack of update, lack of content for content creators like myself, and lack of new items, new POIs, new updates to the game overall. Now in terms of problem 3, what the third problem is with Fortnite is competitive. Not the prize pool, it's not the limited amount of competitive tournaments, it's not the daily FNCS, it's none of that. When I say competitive, I mean the entirety of competitive. The fact that there are so many people who are trying their hardest to make something from Fortnite, whether it's to become the next big streamer, to become the next Booga, to win $3 million at the next World Cup, to be the person to win the FNCS, to be the person to win their local tournament or whatever it is. There's always people who are being so competitive that they take the game so seriously that they completely forget that Fortnite was supposed to be fun. So they completely remove the fun aspect of Fortnite. They ruin the game for themselves, they ruin the game for other people, and they ruin the game for a lot of other players as well. Any info on the Best of Jamrock tournament? The Best of Jamrock tournament will be the biggest Jamaican Fortnite tournament to be hosted this year. That should come at a later date, an announcement. However, I will be doing an announcement tomorrow in regards to the Fortnite competitive series lineup. I will be giving you guys an update tomorrow. That video, I'll try to get that video out as early as possible. You just need to ensure that you're there, and if you're there, you can catch it. I'm aiming for between 10 and 11 a.m., maybe 12 a.m. I'll get that video out, and then there will be another video out as well. Ruin the game for casual players. Exactly. Isn't it the next tourney? No, that's not the next tourney. The next tourney was supposed to be the Spring Skirmish Series J8. That was supposed to be the next tournament. However, that tournament got ruined by a guy called Dre YT and another guy called No Mercy. They ruined the tournament for everybody. So we had to pull the tournament and reassess the way how we did it. Pretty much write some rules and stuff, change up a few things, add some legal stuff to it, and blah 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 blah. And then we'll contemplate on whether or not we're going to move forward at all with any tournaments if we're going to have the same problems, right? So that's cool. All right. So aside from that, now let's get back to Fortnite. So the third problem. So casual players, they have skill-based matchmaking in the game right now. So players of higher skill level will face off against players of higher skill level, which is fine. I don't want to fight Ninja. I don't want to fight Tfue. I don't want to fight Laserbeam. They're all better players than I. Welcome to the stream. So my intent for playing Fortnite is strictly casual. However, whenever somebody takes this game too serious again, and they try to smurf to ruin the game for us not so good players, it's kind of unfair. So they want them to remove skill-based matchmaking so that they can dunk on people like us who are not that good. That's not really a nice thing to do. I'd rather know that I'm in a lobby of people with similar skills where I can basically outplay somebody if I use my brains or there's more teamwork, in comparison to me seeing a person and just shooting at him, and the minute I see him building, I just know that I stand no chance at all at being this guy, right? So that's the third problem with Fortnite. Don't really believe there is skill-based because I fight really bad and really good players. Alright, so here's the thing. The skill-based matchmaking, I believe that there are a few things that affect skill-based matchmaking. Your account status, how many hours you spend in creative, and also how many wins you have overall. So if your account has been around for a while, then you're obviously gonna, well, when the season just starts, obviously we're all in the same boat. Right? When the season just starts, obviously we're all in the same boat. Wait, hold up. Somebody let me know if the stream just automatically came up by itself, or if you guys can see me, or is it just me that's frozen? Oh, it came back. Ah, that's lovely. I didn't know it did that. I had no idea it did that. Anyways, so when the season just starts, we're all on the same level. We're all noobs. That's why the first lobby that we go into, it's all bots. Defeat that bot, you get your first win for the season. GG's. You get your feel of the game. From that point on, every time you win a match, you get a certain amount of eliminations, make a certain amount of builds in match, because again, Epic keeps track of all of these stats. The amount of materials you harvest, the amount of builds that you make, the amount of ammo that you use, your accuracy, all that stuff. All that stuff contributes to your skill level. If you crank 90s and you have a anywhere between 60 to 100% accuracy, 100% is pretty much impossible, but if you have 60 to 100% accuracy, you know you're going to be placed in matches with more skilled players. So that's pretty much how the skill-based matchmaking works. If you find yourself in a lobby with players that are not so good and players that are about your skill level, that is because at any given point, whenever somebody queues up, there will be a portion, there is a gap. So let's say, for example, there is 3 tiers. So there's tier A, tier B, and tier C. Tier C has players that can shoot, but they can't build. Tier B has players that can shoot, and they can build okay. And then tier A has players that can shoot really well, and they can build pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. If you're in tier A, there's a high chance that you're going to be placed with persons that are in tier B and tier C, as well as persons with tier A. Most times, depending on where you land, you will encounter persons that are at your skill level or slightly higher, because again, you might be teamed up with a few bots in your lobby and you probably assume that they're real players. That's why sometimes you kill persons and you realize they're like miles away from their teammates because they're bots. They don't really know better. So getting off topic here, let's get back to the whole Fortnite. So again, first thing is the technicalities, everything behind the scenes, ping issues, the engine, things that make the game don't run as smooth as it should. That's the first issue. The second issue is content. There isn't enough content for creators to make enough videos, but honestly I believe it's just that there's just not enough out of the box thinking for making content. And then the final point was the players themselves, the player base that keeps ridiculing stuff. They keep expecting too much, they keep trying to do too much, and everybody just want to get big and famous from Fortnite, and if it's not working, then Fortnite is the problem, right? So those are a few of my opinions as to why Fortnite is in the state that it's in right now, and I honestly believe that if they fix the engine where everybody starts getting better ping, I know that the server issue is, they did say on their subreddit that the server issues start to work today. I'm not sure. Not sure. Would have to ask him. I know me off yesterday. I'm not sure if him off today. Right? But the server issues, there's a company that handles their servers, and that's why they can't do much about the servers. So basically I think they pay that company a certain amount of money annually for the servers. So that company won't update their servers because it's going to end up costing them more money. So let's say Epic gives them $100 million a year, just an example, $100 million a year, and it takes $15 million to maintain their servers, another $25 million to pay their staff. So they're going to have to take the rest, and that's their profit. Now, if they take another $50 million to add a few new servers, and then having to spend another $15 million to maintain those servers, they will be at a loss. First of all, they're going to lose $65 million for that year alone, right? Just in terms of overall adding these new servers and being able to maintain these servers. Then again, they're going to have to be paying staff, and then Epic isn't going to reimburse them for this. So whatever that $100 million cover, that's what they're going to have to do with it. Now, they'll have to find some way to create new servers, pay their staff, maintain these servers as well from that $100 million. Most likely they won't do it because they're in business to make money, not to spend more money. So that's probably why the server issues haven't been sorted out. If Epic does, however, get a grasp on how to maintain their own servers and they can manage their own servers, then no problem. I think you will see better ping start coming out of, depending on whichever region you're on. You might be in America, you go on NA West. You might go on Brazilian servers. You might go on Middle Eastern servers. You might go on Oceania servers. It doesn't matter. You're gonna find yourself still feeling really decent ping. So that's one thing that they need to fix. They need to fix that. Get the game engine working. I don't think that they should change the way how the weapons fire though. I do believe that the weapons are okay. The bullet RNG isn't bad. It's bad when, because here's the thing. When you're shooting at somebody, it kind of sucks when your shots aren't hitting. However, if you're the person on the opposite side and then somebody shoots 5 bullets at you and all 5 of them hit, you're gonna be lasered. So it's really rough. I remember when that used to happen when you go up against PC players, and it was awful. So that much I understand. As for the second thing, for content, I believe they should just add a new item every week, or maybe just rotate. We got 10 weeks per season or 9 weeks per season, mostly 10 weeks per season. And if we get 10 new items per season, I don't think we can complain. Get a new item, you get 7 days to play with it, and then the next week there's a new item, there's 7 days to play with it again. Even if we get a new item every other week, that's 5 new items, we get 2 weeks to play with it, and then that's cool. And then finally, when it comes to the players, I think they should have competitive, which is arena. They should give arena their own leaderboard, so people who want to prove that they're better than other people could just go into arena and do their thing, and then their stats will be there. The stats will speak for themselves, and they don't really have to go out of their way to try to prove to us casual players that they're better than us. We know you're better than us. Your name is on the leaderboard and ours isn't. So if they do that, as well as maybe give them some incentive, maybe every month or so, at the end of the month, maybe if you play arena and you get to a certain amount of points, they can have tournaments for maybe a free skin or maybe a free pickaxe, something simple, something that would probably cost maybe about 200 V-Bucks, so they can just have it there for free and then have it released in the item shop maybe a bit later on in the week. Again, nothing big, no skin, nothing, no massive skin or anything. Anything within 200 to 800 V-Bucks, they could just probably have that in creative. Now I know Epic's not gonna do that, not creative, in arena. Now I know Epic's not gonna do that because they're gonna be losing money. But again, if they do bat bling, pickaxe, maybe a spray or an emote, something that is 200 V-Bucks or maybe 500 V-Bucks or less, and they have that as a prize for getting to, I believe it's Champions League, it is in arena. You get to Champions League, you get to a certain amount of points. At the end of the month, there's this huge tournament, top 5%, top 10% or whatever it is. They get the spray and the pickaxe and whatever. They'll actually have people play arena a lot more. So you'll have more people playing arena because there's actually stuff that you get. Having the points and not having anything to do with these points really sucks. So there's something that you can actually do. You can get some cosmetic stuff, which eventually other players will have, but they'll have to pay for it. So now you actually have a reason to learn arena, study arena, get better in arena, and play arena because you want to get these items first so you can actually flex on it. So that keeps the better players outside of pubs and the casual players inside of pubs. Because the casual players like myself, I don't play arena because I'm casual. I won't be in arena. And if I really like the price of this month, I have enough time to prepare my credit card or prepare my gift cards, get my V-Bucks, and then I'll just purchase it when it comes into the shop so I don't feel left out because something came out that I wanted and I couldn't get it because I'm not an arena player. Right? So that's what they could do for arena. Right? Skill-based matchmaking in pubs, I think that should remain because at the end of the day, again, persons who are just starting the game should have no reason at all to encounter somebody who has been playing the game for years and years and years. That is an unfair way of playing Fortnite, and I remember what that felt like. It is not a good feeling. Okay? Other workers of Epic had to stay home. Maybe that's the lack of content. That is one reason, right? What about Contenders League in Arena? I'm not sure what the ranking is in Arena in terms of where you have to be to get to. All right, let me see. All right, so there's Open League, Contenders League, and Champions League. So I would say in Open League you probably wouldn't get any form of reward for being in Open League. But when you get to Contenders League, then you'd probably get the spray of that month. And then when you get to Champions League, you will get the pickaxe or the back bling that is available for that month, as well as the spray and or emote. That's what I think they should do. Right? That's how I think they should do it. Because as it is right now, Arena is just pubs with points and Syphon. Also, I think they should create an item called maybe a Syphon Badge or something. Just throwing ideas out there. An item that you pick up, it takes up 1 slot, or maybe you could even take up 2 slots, like the bandage bazooka. So it takes up 2 slots. Okay. Each time you get an elimination, this grants you 50 shields and our health. 50 shields, 50 health. It grants you 50 heals. It also grants you 10 of each material. Okay? It could even be nerfed to 25 if it's too OP, whatever. But it takes up 2 slots, much like the bandaged bazooka. Each time you get an elimination, it gives you. Then to add back Syphon in regular matches. Alright, so that's what I'm saying. Create a item called Syphon Badge, which is a badge that you can pick up off the ground. It takes 2 slots, so it can take up 2 slots, and then each time you get an elimination, you get 15 or maybe 25 of each materials. You get 25 of each materials or 30 materials each. That's 369, that's 90 materials. You can build a box with that. You get 30 materials of each, and you get 50 HP. Right? Sounds fair enough. That sounds fair enough. And it also already takes up 2 slots, so it already has its downfall. Mythic rarity, probably not mythic, probably epic. I'm guessing they'd probably make it epic. They'd probably make it an epic rarity, or maybe even a legendary rarity, or they could have it being upgradable. So you could have 3 variants to it. You could have blue, purple, and gold. So the blue version grants you 10 materials and 15 HP. Then the purple would grant you 25 materials, and it would probably grant you 25 materials and 25 HP, and then the legendary would grant you 30 materials or 50 materials and 50 HP, and then that could be a nice way to balance it, because as it is right now, the bandage bazooka cannot be upgraded, right? And if you play Operation, and the legendary takes 2 as well. Balance. That's a good concept. Not gonna lie, yeah, cause like I've thought, like some people play aggressive. So if you're in pubs, that's a nice way to get Syphon in pubs. So people will be looking for this item. Plus, they could accompany this item with something. Like maybe a sniper and an AR would be nice. So this won't discourage the players who are more aggressive from playing. And it will also make the casual players who don't want to play arenas for the Syphon be able to get Syphon and practice. So when they get used to that kind of mechanic now, then they can just transition over to arena, so you can get more people playing arena. So that's how you kind of balance it out in terms of how that is. Now I've heard whispers in the winds that there will be a charged shotgun, which I'm hoping will be in the game tomorrow. So that's something to look out for. If it does come out, guys, I might put out a I might put out a screenshot of it, or I'll put out a video, a little information card of it tomorrow on the community tabs. Guys, please check the community tabs. Whenever I upload videos, please check the description of the videos. Sometimes there's useful information in those videos, like application forms to every single Fortnite tournament that I'm hosting. Each one has their own specifications. You can check them out as well. Right? Don't forget, guys, use !stats, STATS, to check your stats, see how many Tumba coins you have. I will be doing a giveaway soon. How soon? Maybe in, what, we're in April now, then there's May. Maybe in May I'll be doing a giveaway for gift cards. You will need a certain amount of Tumba coins in order to enter that giveaway. So ensure that you get your Tumba coins up. Aside from that, I'm also contemplating doing one in June. Maybe on my birthday I might do a giveaway on my birthday too. I'll be feeling nice. I'll do a giveaway. Right? So back to Fortnite now. So this season is almost over. Chapter 3 is coming back. I know a lot of people said that they want the old map. I don't think that is a good idea to bring back the old Fortnite map for many reasons. One of the problems that I personally had with the old Fortnite map was that it was small. Not small in the sense of the map itself was small, because the map was huge. But after season 6, the Fortnite map got a bit clustered. So season 7, season 8, I think season 7 brought the Ice King, I believe, Polar Peak. Season 8 brought the Volcano. Season 9 brought Slipstreams, and it brought the Catascorps, which was between Tilted and Salty Springs, I think, right? And then Season X, what did Season X bring? I don't know. But the map was clustered. You could move from one POI to the other. If you were at Tilted, you could get high ground, you could beam someone in Lazy, you could beam someone that landed over in, what is that place? Shifty. If you landed Polar Peak, you could beam someone from Shifty, and you could beam someone from Greasy Grove. If you landed at, I think the only POIs that you really couldn't beam anyone from was if you landed Paradise Palms. You couldn't beam anyone because there were no POIs close to Paradise Palms, right? So you'd have to exit Paradise Palms, get to high ground in order to see someone who was at, what was it, Retail Row? Yeah, Retail Row, right? So you'd have to get high ground to get someone that was at Retail Row. And you couldn't beam anyone from Lonely Lounge. Nah, that was a lie. You could actually shoot people who landed at Pressure Plant, and Pressure Plant people could beam people who landed at Sunny Steps, Dusty Divot, Lonely Lounge, and you could also beam people who landed Lazy Lagoon, as well as people who were actually at Loot Lake. And if you had a sniper and you were good enough, you could actually hit people who were in Tilted. That's how much high ground played into the first map. This current map, if you land somewhere like, say for example, you land Dirty Docks, you're not going to be able to beam someone that's in Grotto, like in Grotto. You're not going to be able to do that. And if you land Grotto, you won't be able to beam someone who is at Retail Row. If you're at Retail Row, you won't be able to beam someone who is at Lazy Lake. If you're at Lazy Lake, you won't be able to beam someone who is at Misty Meadows. Well, if you exit Lazy Lake, you might be able to beam someone who's at Misty Meadows, but you're going to have to be really damn good. Pressure Plant is my favorite location. Yeah, it was mine for a while until I started dying a lot. But my favorite location overall between Season 8 to Season 10 was Sunny Steps. It had a nice Mayan, Aztec kind of temple feel. So, kind of my favorite. I love history. History good. You learn a lot from history, and if you follow history, it actually help you become a more intelligent individual overall. So, yeah, Sunny Steps, that was my favorite location. And Greasy Grove, the taco one too. Yeah, so, then, what was I again? Yeah, I was at Lazy Lake. Misty Meadows. If you land Misty Meadows, you won't be able to beam anybody at any other POI. Because next to Misty Meadows, there's Hydro 16. From Hydro 16, then there is Slurpee. From Slurpee, you can't beam anyone. If you land Weeping Woods, you can't beam someone that's at Slurpee, and you can't beam someone who is at what's next to Weeping? What's the closest POI? It's not Pleasant. It's Salty Springs is the closest to Weeping. You can't beam someone from Salty. And someone from Salty can't beam someone from Weeping. The closest you can get to that is someone that is at Logjams. So the map is a bit spread out. It's bigger. Yes, we get that. Come on, go back to Season 9 where he deploy shockwaves. Yeah, Season 9 was fun. Season 9 was a fun season. That's why I made the video. Agency Central, and even at Agency, it's hard from Agency. Well, you get snipers at Agency, so it's not that hard. But at Agency, you have what are your options? Closest POI to Agency is Salty Springs. Is the closest to Agency, and you can only hit people at the first two houses, right? Anybody behind those, then it's going to be a harder target. Next to Weeping is Holly Hedges, and the chances of you beaming someone from Holly Hedges from Weeping Woods is almost impossible. So, yeah. The Gazer and the Slipstreams. Yeah, the guys and the Slipstreams were fun, right? But that's the reason why the old map is the worst idea right now. Especially like how we have bouncers now. Imagine me being a pro right now. Boom, smurfing, land in the lobby. You remember when there was this video that surfaced where Ghost Aiden landed tilted, and I think he got about 25 kills that game. He landed tilted, he was playing solo squads, landed tilted, killed a team, eliminated another team, took a launch pad, went to Loot Lake, eliminated somebody. Yo, Sergeant Wagwan, welcome to the stream. Eliminated a team from Loot Lake, took a launch pad, went over to, he took the launch pad, went back to Tilted, got another team there, took another launch, no, he took high ground, started beaming a team from Shifty, went over to Shifty with a launch pad, eliminated that team, took their loot, found a llama, from there back to Tilted, from Tilted to Lazy, to Loot Lake, from Loot Lake to Dusty, eliminated another team there, then went back to Tilted. No, it didn't go back to Tilted. He went to where Pressure Plant was, got two other teams there, finished them up, and then pretty much just clean out the entire lobby, right? So again, the idea is this. The smaller the map, the easier it is to move around. The easier it is to move around, the quicker people get eliminated. The quicker people get eliminated is the shorter the matches. And yes, I do understand that a lot of people did like it that way, but you have to think about the casuals as well. I like sometimes to just land, loot for a little bit, and then move to zone, find someone to fight someone, regroup, have a little conversation with my team, and then move to zone again. Alright? Me enjoy Fortnite that way. Not land, beam somebody, hear some glider coming from somebody, boom, 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 beam that the person there again, start loot up, hear gliders again, somebody start looting again, hear gliders again, somebody start coming again, because everybody can hear, more people that know. Yeah, people die quicker now because the way the bus is, the map is big, so no one won't chance going to the further POIs to loot, because it's harder to get back to zone. So people try to land either the first POI the bus passes, the last POI the bus passes, or the POI that's in the middle. So 25, so you get 25 on the first POI, no, you get about 10 on the first POI, you get 15 on the last POI, you get about 30 on the middle POI, and then the POIs that are spread out, the other people head to them, right? So first circle, you lose about 25 people. Second circle, you lose about 10 people. And then third circle, you lose about 15 people. And then The rest of the people left in the game, depending on the lobby that you're in. But again, old map, bad idea. New POIs, definitely. There are areas that can be switched. Because skill-based matchmaking, all the good players just push. Yeah, which is fine if you're a good player. It's not so fine if you're not a good player, right? Again, old map, bad idea. Still think it's a bad idea. Big map is alright. Swap out some areas. They swapped island for agency, which was good. They can swap grotto in the future for something else. They could even put sunny steps. Could go where the grotto is. They could bring sunny steps back. Sunny steps again was one of my favorite POIs. He had okay loot, decent rotation. You land sunny steps, get some loot. You can either head to one of the air carriers, grab a baller, move around, or take a geyser, get out there, or you could run to Lonely Lounge side, get some mushrooms, and then you can move back to circle, right? But they could either add either pressure plant there, or they could add, if not pressure plant, sunny steps. One of those two locations, right? If not, where the rig is now, they could add a different POI where the rig is. I think the rig, the shark, grotto, and the yacht will be the POI, which will be changed, and agency. I think those will be the 4 places that will be changed. Tilted, maybe season 5-ish, season 7, somewhere around there. They might add tilted to island. They might change island completely and just add tilted there. Some point in the future, I believe, right? So many people say the new map is the old map in the past. It's not. I don't think so. The reason why I don't think so is the location in which things are, right? The old map's geography was completely different. So I don't think it's the old map. It's the old map, but before, like, based on what the scientists said, was that nobody predicted the formation of the island, which means that the island formed based on the 0 point activity. So apparently the 0 point pulls things from different timelines and then puts it together to create the Fortnite world. So places like Pleasant Park, a retail row, Pleasant Park, retail row, Salty Springs. Is there another one? Risky Rills, yeah, other places. These places all come from somewhere else, and then the 0 point puts them together on a map, and then they just form the way they form. At the end of the day, you have to put out your best. Always put out your best as a player, right? Doesn't make any sense you hold back, right? That's an insult to the other player. However, I do believe that the skilled players belong in arena, and if they feel like playing pubs, then they will get skilled players in pubs as well, right? But most likely they will stay in arena to gain their points. So that's why the whole arena system earlier was there. AJ the Pro Gamer, welcome to the stream. What you doing, man? It's been a very, very long time. Right? But yeah, that's where it is right now. Alright, people, it is now 12:35. I have work in the morning at 8:30. I'll be awake by 6. Updates coming tomorrow. Again, I will be covering that update. I will be streaming tomorrow as well, so you can look out for that stream. And this was just my thoughts. Very, very long time. Yeah, for real. This is just my thoughts on Fortnite, what they should do, and the state of Fortnite right now. Fortnite isn't in the worst state as a video game overall. It's in a bad state as Fortnite, but it's not in the worst state as a video game. And Fortnite will eventually bounce back. There's the update nights. Fortnite is up. After update night, Fortnite is in the middle, and then at the end of the week, Fortnite is down again, and then it's up again by update night. So there's a few things that they have to be doing. It's because I have a lot of schoolwork. Yeah, I understand. Most people are being homeschooled right now, including my nephew, which I am helping him with his homeschooling as well. So that's why I'm not as active on YouTube or Fortnite as I usually am, because I'm trying to see if I can ensure that his education is taken care of. It's kind of my responsibility as an adult and as his uncle as well, right? Aside from that, work has been busy, as you all know. I'm an essential worker, work in a pharmacy, and there's kind of a lot of moving parts there, so I kind of have to be there almost every day. Wasn't there today, so I got a little bit of time to get a little bit of rest, so I'll be there tomorrow. It was a good day today, right? Did a few videos. Those will be uploaded tomorrow, so you all can look out for those videos. I'm trying to see if I can get at least one video out every single day, and if I miss a day, I'll get 2 videos out. I missed yesterday and I missed today, so I'll try to see if I can get 2 videos out for you all tomorrow. Please stay tuned for the videos. If you guys are interested in tournaments, there are opened tournaments, globally open tournaments, like the creative tournaments are globally opened. Girl Power tournament will be a globally open tournament, right? But other tournaments, they do have their, and 1v1 Kingdom will be globally open, as well as Clan Wars will be globally open as well. The rest of the tournaments have their own specifications, right? Again, thank you to everyone who passed through, who dropped a like on the stream, to everyone who has commented in the chats. People, quickly check your stats right now to see how many coins, Atumbo coins you have. Exclamation stats, ST80 no space. Exclamation stats. Can I join 876 clan? 876 clan has a requirement, you have to be Jamaican in order to join the 876 clan. However, we are working on gaming teams in which we can have persons who we will have in our gaming teams for specific reasons, like for tournament participations, etc. So, excuse me, if you're not a Jamaican and you are interested, the teams, as soon as these teams are ready, we will let you guys know about that, right? So there will be a giveaway coming next month, guys, and you will require a certain amount of coins, Atumbo coins, in order to enter this giveaway. So please watch live streams, pass through, try to get as much coins as you possibly can, so you can win. You can be able to enter this giveaway when this giveaway comes around. You will need your coins, right? Piccolo is 550. Oh no, I have 550. Piccolo has 530. Nice, doing good, Piccolo. How much coins? I'm not sure. I'm trying to set the limit where a person that watches the stream for about 2 hours will be able to enter, as well as a person who has watched the stream for 15 hours. That way, a person who recently joined the channel can watch the stream for a total of 2 hours today, and then tomorrow they'll be able to enter the giveaway if they had subscribed and they're watching, right? So that's the aim. I don't want to set it where a person who has recently joined the channel has no chance of winning. There's no fun in that. That's discouraging. So I'm trying to make it as balanced as I possibly can. So on a topic, a little controversial topic involving Ninja, where Ninja kind of talked to a guy, where the guy must have trash talked Ninja, and Ninja told him that he could buy the bank, foreclose his house and whatnot, and people started showing Ninja a lot of hate. And I said, look, Ninja has worked hard to get to the point that he is right now as a professional gamer, as a professional streamer. To be in the position that he's in right now isn't easy, and it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of time, a lot of dedication, a lot of good links, a lot of good management, and also a lot of good content, right? He deserves respect for what he has done, right? He has done it as an individual, and he's done it with his team, his wife, and his manager, I believe. I think he has a little team, it's like maybe about 3 or 4 of them, right? But he's done it. He's built his brand, right? He deserves respect, Any person who is willing to step in front of the camera or turn on their live stream, start making content, start making videos, start uploading, putting themselves out there to the rest of the world for criticism, that person deserves respect. It is not the easiest thing to do in the world, and that is why not a lot of people do it. If you are prepared to trash talk, my father always told me, if you can't take a punch, do not prepare yourself to throw one. If you can't take criticisms, don't give it out. If you have thin skin, don't get in nice fights. If you know you cannot take insults, do not insult other people. There is literally no content other than Warzone right now, but he's still entertaining. Yeah, he's still doing what he's doing, right? So him insulting the guy, yes, it was a flex, and yes, a lot of people got upset because, yeah, he has money and he's flexing his money on the guy, right? But still, why would you trash talk him? Why would you trash talk a guy who you play video games for leisure? He plays video games as a living. He has a brand. He makes money. He has his own sneakers, his own merch line. He has more money than you, me, and all of our friends combined. And he's well off. He's well made. He probably doesn't have to lift his finger for another day in his life. He's getting paid by Mixer to be on their platform. He influenced so many people to move to Mixer as well. Why would you want to trash talk somebody like that and expect them to just sit down, roll over, and take it? It's not going to happen. This is real life we're talking about. So, again, I don't garner any hate towards Ninja for what he did, because sometimes even his own skin on Fortnite, exactly. So sometimes you definitely have to clap back at people in order for them to get the message. Don't just say what you want to people and expect them to just accept it because they're supposed to be a nice guy in the eyes of society, right? People get frustrated, people get upset, and people speak their mind. Just because he's a person in a certain position doesn't mean that when you say something to him, he's going to give you the politically correct response, right? As we would have said in Jamaica, if you diss a man and he tell you about your mother, you call it down by yourself. Right? You have to just take that, move along. Right? Exactly. Even his own skin, yeah. Right? So the man has done a lot for gaming overall and for gamers as well. He has made it cool to be a gamer, cool to be a streamer, cool to be a game streamer. Right? So the man deserves some respect. The man deserves some respect, bro. Right? And again, looking at it from a human's perspective, if you say something to somebody that hurts their feelings, if somebody says something to you that hurts their feelings, you're going to clap back. He's a human being too. He's going to clap back. And I'm glad he said what he did in the way that he said what he did. Because if he had did it in another way, then he wouldn't hurt the person's feelings. The rest of the internet would not have taken it to heart the way they did, and they wouldn't realize how serious it is, right? Yeah, he flexed. Yeah, he kind of disrespected the guy. Oh, he's gonna kick a family out and whatever, whatnot. But that's just something that comes with when you go up against someone that has more power than you. They say and they do things to hurt you and you can't do anything about it. So the best way to avoid that is to avoid them. You don't poke the hornet's nest, you don't play with bees, you don't play with wasps and expect them not to sting you. You're going to get stung. Right? See my mistake? Yeah, that's me. If you avoid me, me avoid you. And if you get in my way, then me I go clap back. Right? Anyways, people, it's almost 1 o'clock and I need to get some sleep. I have a few more videos that I want to edit. So that's the goal for tonight. Edit a few more videos and see if I can get some sleep. Right. So yeah. I guess that's it for today. I pretty much voiced all my opinions and Fortnite isn't gonna die anytime soon. I don't think I'm gonna stop playing Fortnite anytime soon either. Maybe take up another game to play in between now and again. Also, people, Uncharted is free, and there's another game in the PlayStation Store that's free. So if you're on PlayStation, you can go check those. You go check those out as well, right? Sony's doing a great thing because if everybody's in quarantine right now, so you can go check out those games. I think it's a full Uncharted series that's free. You can go check that out, and yeah, you can play that. I mean, it's free. Why the heck not? Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope I kind of spoke a few things that you guys could agree with, and if you disagree, then you can let me know in the comment section after the stream ends or right now in the live stream. Tide's coming back. Oh, Tilted's coming back. Hopefully Tilted's coming back. I think what they might do is they might add Tilted where the agency is in the future. That's what I think. Tilted will be where the agency is in the future, after the whole Midas thing blows off, right? So yeah, maybe next season too. Might be next season. Tilted might just come back and replace agency next season. So Tilted might come back, replace agency. What would they put where the rig is? What would make perfect sense out there? Tilted there, pressure plant over there. Pressure plant would be where the rig is. Grotto could be Sunny Steps, and the Shark could be, what POI would I put at the Shark? Shark could be Divot, I guess. Or maybe they could even put Dust. They could probably even put Dusty. Nah, they wouldn't put Dusty there. You have an Insta. Yes, it's triple.storm. That's TRIPLE.STORM. Triple.storm. Right? So that's the Insta. Right? But I think they might swap out the POIs, so something's gonna go where rig is. I think it's gonna be pressure plant. If they're gonna put something there, pressure plant would make a lot more sense. So pressure plant would go there. They'd probably put, I don't think they'd put Polar Peak there though. Why would they do that? I don't think they'd put Polar Peak. But they're gonna bring a few different POIs there. So yeah, you can look for that, right? Alright, so yeah, I've been trying to end this stream for a while now. Thank you for everyone who has been watching. Thank you for all the persons who will be participating in the tournaments in the future. Thank you for the persons who will be watching the videos in the future. Thank you for all the persons who will be participating in the giveaways in the future. We are trying to get to 1,250 subscribers. We're almost there. We're at 1,070 subscribers, which means if my math is right, we're only 130 subscribers away, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? But yeah, we're not that far off. Is it 130 or is it 170? Nah, I think it's about 130. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? But we're not that far off. We're 100 plus away from that subscribers. So tell your friends, let them know. You might be lucky enough to win this gift card. I will be doing more giveaways as the channel grow as well. And should be getting my internet soon. Don't know when, but I'll give you an update on that. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your patience. Like, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you can get notified every time we hit a live stream or we drop a video. Video coming tomorrow, people. Thanks for your time and your patience. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay one better Tumbo. And in these times where you guys have to stay clean and healthy and avoid all of the things that are going on in the real world right now, stay one cleaner Tumbo.